What's up, people? Lou will be here in 2 seconds. I just pressed live before I meant to, but we are here. We're ready to go. I just sent my message out to Jason Garris. He'll be here in a few moments, I'm sure. Hopefully he's checking this out. We're a couple minutes early than we had tested. So hope everyone's having a great night. It's Fred Lenar's the Subprime Hero, and I can hear my man, Lou, the car guy, running in right now. As we go, oh, guess who's here? Guess who's here?
It's the car guy.
That's it. It's the car guy. Folks, if you're on right now, why don't you go ahead and start hitting that share button. If you could hit that share for me, I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot when you can do that because we're waiting on Jason right now to come on and we'll begin this thing. But while we're, you know what? While we're waiting and hitting the share button, folks, here's a little piece for Jew.
Meatloaf, Ma! Get the meatloaf! Ma!
I gotta do that. I gotta do that during the podcast.
We're on. We're live, bro.
What's up?
Car gals, welcome back to the Car Guy Coffee Podcast, where we are brewing solutions, and we have been all night. It's been fun. We had a couple great conversations.
We did, man.
Cups of coffee with some great solutionaries.
Oh, what a great
It's been fun. It has been fun.
Man, it has been. We've been making new connections. We've been doing that since we started the show. And it's been fun because we've been connecting new connections with other connections, and it's just been growing. And the community is getting big. The Car Guy Coffee community is to us is so important, and I love that everybody who's been part of it. I appreciate you for coming on and listening, liking, sharing everything that you've done. You know, I want to throw a quick shout out to Evelyn. Hey, you know what's up,
Evelyn?
Evelyn, we appreciate you. Thanks for staying up late to watch the show.
Thanks.
Can't wait, guys. I appreciate that. And we have Laura. Laura, thank you very much for being up late to watch the show. Also, what's going on? Then we have Mr. El Patron.
What's up,
my man? What's up, kid? We live, kid.
We live.
What's up? That's man. I appreciate everything, all the wisdom that you've passed down to us. We also got
my brother Joey.
Your brother.
Joe Bull.
That's right. Oh,
Thank you,
look
brother.
who else
Thank
is
you for
jumped up
sharing.
here.
Love
Justin.
you.
Yes, sir.
What
Thank
up?
you. Boom.
What
I love
up?
it. He's the boom, man. I love it.
I
I was glad we came onto his think tank earlier today. That was really fun, man. I know we only on there for about
hilarious.
10-15 minutes at the most, but man, I was laughing
Every
the
time.
whole
Yes.
time. Have you text Jason, tell him to come on?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure he's coming on because he should be here any second, guys. Let him know I emailed it to his Garrison Associates
Check
email
the
address.
Garrison.
So yeah. So anyhow, Justin, that think tank is going to be huge. Keep doing it. That's a lot of fun. Everyone gets together. Everyone laughs. You know, you could be free. You could do whatever you want. Talk about what you want to talk about. He says he's here.
Hey.
Jason, we sent you an email, brother. You for you to jump on this thing with. You got to click the email, jump on, bam,
Jump in.
and you'll be in here, my friend.
In. Come on
So,
in here.
you know
car
what to
guys,
do.
car guys, get yourself ready because I'm pretty sure that you are going to see something that is going to be very super, kind of like a comet, kind of like a superhero. It's I don't want to build it up. Okay, yes, I do. I want to build it up because he's exciting. We've been going all week letting you guys get just a little bit of the solutions that is just permeating out of Jason, and he is constantly finding a way to make things better and at the same time just make things hilarious, which you always want to have inside of a keep it seriously silly lifestyle, right?
Yes, the only way to be. Yeah. So when it comes to being seriously silly, it takes a little bit of attitude, but you also have to have some confidence because you have to laugh at yourself without worrying about what other people think. In a sense, we just want everyone to laugh, have a good time, so we keep it seriously silly. We all want you all to have fun. When we have guests on the show, it's the same idea. We want it to be seriously silly. We want them to talk to us. We want to learn about them. Which tonight we did 2 guests tonight, which was crazy, back to back. And we did the think tank in between. I mean, unreal. It was a good time. It's learned a lot tonight. Brain is just going 100 miles per hour. And see, Gary Jennings. Yes.
Gary.
Jason is the man. He's a great guy. I can't wait for him to jump on here. He's full of energy. We'll probably end up being on here for longer than we expect, but that's okay. That's what you have to. I guess it's not longer than we expect if you expect it. So Jason, where are you, my friend? Come on in, dude. So hope everybody's having a good night.
Thanks for being in here. Since we are all together and we are watching this together and we get to share information, let's have a quick great news meeting. Great news. Today we have Jason Gerasimovich going to be live with us here in a moment talking about the Next Sale app. If you have any great news to share today whatsoever, go ahead and drop it in. We're going to share some great news with the rest of the audience.
Well, real quick, while we're here, if you want to jump onto this live, we're going to have Jason on. I have room for 4 other people to come on right now. If you want to jump on here just for a few minutes, you could jump in and out and just come talk with us for a moment. Say I, or I want to jump in, and I'll send you a quick, or put your email on here and I'll email you a quick link. All you got to do is press it. Any phone will work. A computer's a little bit better, or a PC or laptop, whatever, or an Apple MacBook. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to use. But if you want to, don't hesitate. Don't be scared.
Come to the
because I'm telling you,
cafe.
it's fun. We just have a good time. It just be a few minutes of just a talking a little bit, and we just go to. All right. So anyway, while we're waiting on that, Jason, my friend,
he's
so
backstage. Folks.
Earlier, we saw him earlier. And earlier when we saw Jason was Captain Next Sale. And it was really cool to see him in that costume, but it looks like we have Clark Kent.
Business.
So folks, here it comes.
There he is.
Hey. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Hello.
Look at him suited and booted. Look at that. Fresh to death.
Looking like a boss.
There he is.
I want to say that I am very again thankful to you guys for this wonderful week. It's been a long week. Matter of fact, we got here Help Patrol popping in here.
Oh, it's my dog.
I hope we can hear
TikToking right now.
You there?
Hey.
Got to figure out how to get back on with you guys.
Yeah, we are. You're still here. You're in the cafe.
You see us?
You're still there? Yeah, perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
I was El Patron trying to FaceTime in.
Good old El Patron.
Come on in.
Tell him to jump onto this thing, man.
If he wants. Email.
Oh, let's see. We got enjoy, smile. Government needs to be corrected starting with Majestic 12. Okay. You're probably right. But this is not what this show's about, but I feel you. I'll just say that. All right. Hello, L. What's up, Angela? This is Angela Schultz. Appreciate you jumping in here, too. Thanks for staying up late to take a... You said you were a night owl in one of those questions I asked people if you were a night owl or a morning person. I do remember that. So, hi, guys. Yes. So, Jason, what's up, man? So your week's been super busy, right? That's what you were just saying?
I'm going to go back to what I always said, it's a struggle. I'm going to go back to it. I'm not at a dealership, working at a dealership. So, I'm not working with customers like on an everyday basis, like normal. You guys are at a dealership where, you're open and ready to roll, where I'm an app company where, all those downloads of all those people who downloaded my app, all those people have been laid off. You got to think. So you got, I had to actually defer payments and do good things for them to, not charge them or do whatever I could do to help them all out. while they have no employees, we're going to go back to some of those guys are not going back. Some of those employees are not coming back. And that is the truth. And in a lot of dealerships, they've changed their mind. And by the way, salesmen have changed their mind, about going back. And some people are getting more money now than they were on draw. So, they're not going back either. And,
they shouldn't.
Yeah. They may want to reconsider.
Yeah, do something else. Too many hours.
Way too many hours. And so, we're going back. We got to go back to square one, and that's the people that are out of work. We got to worry about them first. And we got, like I said in the beginning, we need to worry about them. But I tell you why, because those are the people that fuel the dealerships. If they're hurting, then you're hurting. And when we talk about how good the dealerships are doing with the internet department, internet's great. Everything's happening. Great. There's people coming into the internet. Well, of course they're coming into the internet. They're locked in their house. Where else are they going to shop from? But when they open back up, if you think the internet's going to be where it's at, I think you're wrong. I think it's going to go back to somewhat normal. Somewhat normal. Not normal. It'll never, ever be normal again. But it'll be somewhat normal, because somewhat means those are the people that are still looking, that want to sit in the car. There's still people that want to sit in the car. That's true? Do you believe that they still want to sit in the car? And again, this has only been a couple month ordeal. And now June, they're saying everyone's going back. So if it was a year, 2 or 3 years, and this is the way we lived for that long, I think what it did do was it made everybody realize that this is the proper way to communicate. It's an easier way to communicate. If anything we all woke up and said, boy, it's easy to communicate this way. It's just we all had to learn how to do it. So during the pandemic, did you guys embrace this more?
Oh, absolutely.
Bro, I did.
The whole flow, was going in this direction kind of anyway.
I took advantage of everything that's going on right now. I don't, obviously, when you talk about what happened, did it affect our business when it comes to our dealership and where we work and everyone around us? Yeah. It big time, massive changes. But it gave opportunity for growth in multitude of things, like the stuff that we say we never had time to do. I don't have time to do that. I'm too busy, or this, that type of stuff. Now I have time to do it. Got it done. I took advantage of that. When are we going to have another opportunity to sit down and literally have a couple months where you're barely working on your profession? If you're in a car business, I don't care if you were open or not, you still didn't work near the hours to grow in so many other ways. Social media, networking, doing more, talking and using this new technology that's out there. And every year it's just going to be more and more and more and more used. Right. So you're right. When it gets back to normal, I think things are going to be they're going to be very similar to what it was before. You're 100%.
It's going to be similar, but the only difference is similar, but now they know how to use it more. So in other words, they know how to pick up the telephone. That's the new telephone. The new telephone this is the new telephone. It's been the new telephone for 3 months, and for many people. And by the way, families are having gatherings more together on this. They figured out how to work Zoom, and they're all having these big family reunions on this thing. Birthday parties were celebrated on this thing. This is a massive change. And it was a wake-up call to how social media works. Now, again, this is media. Media. What we're doing right now is media.
Boom.
Okay, good. Until we connect it to social, it is not social media. It is completely just media.
Right.
Social media means we need to get it out there. How do we get it out there socially on all those platforms? How do we get it? Where do the videos go? You can make videos, but if nobody watches them, what the hell good is the video?
Right.
People are not getting it, and they're going to make all these creative, and it's going to be the battle of who's got the best video. It's not the best video. It's what comes out of your mouth during that video. That's the training that they're going to lack. They're going to lack the training of what comes out of your mouth in that video and what is going to grab the people, because we've been doing videos for years. We've been watching commercials for years. We've been watching media for years. So what is it that makes people win? What makes people win is what comes from the heart.
Boom.
What comes from the heart? What is relevant? What is out there that people need to hear?
Right. And see, I believe that wholeheartedly the way that this is going to move forward is that it has to be something that makes people feel something more than just the tangible pursuit for the product. That the way that someone is going to be won as a customer, the customer and salesperson relationship is going to be linked between those that make the connection from here in technology to the face-to-face interaction, and you're using the technology to make that initial heart strike, to make that initial connection at heart be that you guys came together and feel each other. And then from there, know that they're going to be safe through the process.
Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
Something's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong, guys. Give me a second.
I see you down there, Justin. Give us
No.
one moment.
Oh, I'll be back. Give me 1 second. Oh, man. No.
We do not own the rights to this.
One shot for one opportunity. Seize everything you ever wanted.
Oh, God.
Yo, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. This
Oh my God.
already.
Run
Mom's
spaghetti.
on the surface.
Come on.
Warm and ready to drop
Bombs, but he keeps on forgetting.
down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words
Here.
Whoa, back to reality.
That's
what I'm talking about, people.
He's so sad that he knows when he
I love it, bro. I am so happy that Captain Nexel just showed up.
Captain Nexel has showed up tonight.
Man, we just brought on Justin. Just jumped in here with us too, man.
Justin is back in the house.
What's up, Justin, man? What's going on, brother?
What up, Justin?
How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing wonderful.
I'm good.
Justin Cyril.
Hey.
Wanted to make sure Jason didn't have too much Stellas.
You know, I want to say thank you to all of you. Again, you know, what does it take to be Captain Nexel? What does it take to be a captain in your
What does it take? I want to know. I want to know.
You know, and
Need to know.
listen, I tell you this, you know, that we have a job to do, and we all have jobs to do, and we're all those that really want it. Show it. 11:30, 12 at night. We're all here together. Justin Searle, ThinkAd. What do you think he's doing? What do you think everybody's doing right now? They're working their hardest right now because you're going against the world right now, right? You're going against the world. Everybody's going against the world, and dealerships right now are being prepared right now to go against the world harder than they ever did. If they don't think that after this pandemic that they are going to have the hardest time ever, right now, the world has changed. In other words, when we all go back to work, we have to go back to work. I mean, I'm going to explain this to you, okay? This is a whole new day and age. We spent 3 or 4 months off, right? This has been fun. We celebrated some family time, okay? But we lost a lot of time. And that means that when we go back to work, that means that our advertising's got to be good. Our social media's got to be good. Our reviews got to be good. Our compassion has to be real. Because compassion means, what do we do with the customers when they come in and when they leave and after they leave? What are we doing with them for real? Because guess what? Somebody else out there is really going to start working for real. And then when everybody starts working for real, then now you got real competition. Before you didn't have it. Now you're going to have it. Now you're going to have real competition. Okay? There's a whole new story out there. That's what Captain Next Sale is all about. It's about doing your damn job that you're supposed to do, that you were supposed to do even before the pandemic. That was to thank everybody when they came in, and that was to do a BDC walk around and every single car. If a lead came in, you didn't assume it was a bad lead. You just went out, did a video, you walked around it, you talked about it, you did what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to remind those people, I am Jason, I am going to be here. When you get here at 3 o'clock, I will be your salesman. I'm proud to work with you. Simple things, simple little things that nobody could ever do, but they want to sit at the desk all day long and wait there all day, and then everyone sits there and watches them. And managers are just as bad, because guess what? They sit there and watch them. And if they're watching somebody do nothing, then that means they're guilty. And if owners are watching their managers do nothing, well, shame on you for owning a damn store. And again, if you want to lose my business, so what? There's 17,000 dealers in the country. You know what that means? It means this. Okay, you take the bottom 17,000 dealers, right? And you got the bottom 4,000, and you got dealers in the middle, but you got dealers that really want it on top. And the ones that really want it, you watch what they do now. Okay, you watch how they roll. You watch how these people roll. That's how El Patron does what he does. He's consistent. He's disciplined. He does it every day. What is El Control? What do you think El Patron's content is every day? It's the same thing every day. He says this. I'm excited. Right? He's excited. He says that. He reminds everybody that what today is and what his plans are for the day. He lets everybody know he's there. He doesn't start with anybody, and he puts no negativity in the air.
Boom.
Boom. I mean, we have to start changing. Justin Searle, well, thank God, because solutions, all these things that everybody's trying to do together. And Justin, we had a go-to meeting a month or two ago just to talk about, like, what is everybody doing in the very beginning of the coronavirus? And the funny part is, we have a medical company in Florida, and we invented a product that killed the coronavirus in 15 seconds or less on your hands, on your skin. You can put this disinfectant 150 times more powerful. It's a hand sanitizer. Look at that. It goes in your mouth. You know why? Because it's iodine. It's a form of iodine that is so strong, right? It's so strong. And it's safe enough to put it in your mouth. So that means if it's in your mouth, you won't get it in your lungs. So what was I doing during this whole time? What am I doing? Who am I? Who am I? And nobody knows who I am.
You're Captain Next Sale.
I'm Captain Next Sale.
I know who you are.
All I care about is my next sale.
Come on.
And I've always had, and I always will. And I learned to love people. I learned to love with people. I have fun with them. I compliment them. You're not my competition. You're never going to be my competition. I don't have competition. I don't. Nobody can compete against me, and nobody will ever compete against you. Because as long as you love what you do, you are going to win. It's the end of the road, man. Everybody has a chance to make it in this world. See, the problem is not everybody loves what they do. And guess what? If there's 1 million people out there, there's only so many people left that are going to love what they do. And that's the key. It's all about what we do. And I want to thank you guys so much because your podcasts were great. Justin, you're a superstar. You're a rising superstar.
Yes, he is. This guy right over this way.
Rising superstar.
Justin with the Think.
Spit it out.
Ad Group.
I want to hear from you. I want to hear what's going on.
Yeah, what's up, Justin, man? Thank you for jumping in here,
Thank
brother.
you for
You've had a
just
good night
jumping in.
tonight. How was the think tank? And tell us a little bit about Think Ad Group, brother. Let's get a little fresher. We just did his brew last week.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, trying to support you guys, supporting Jason. He was on mine last week. I want to support him. I appreciate you guys sharing our stuff. And Think Tank was fun tonight. Had a good time. My hero got on, Alan Dickey. He's my guy. My wife set that up for me. That was pretty cool. So I didn't know he was hopping on, and she asked him if he would stop by. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Gosh, she's amazing.
A lot of
Isn't she?
energy.
Gosh, she knows how to
Decent,
connect people. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm going to hire her. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
Unreal.
No, I outkicked my coverage. Yeah.
Man, well, congratulations on getting. I know you sent me a text right when he jumped on. You were like, "This is like my idol. Oh my god!" And we were in the middle of recording with Russ Mann.
You just missed it. You just missed it.
Man, I wish we could have stayed on. I would have loved to stay the whole time. We just had to do some catching up. We lost some stuff, had to replace it, so it worked out great. Our interview went really
send you
well
some
with him.
clips.
Oh yeah, please do, man.
Yeah,
I want to check that out for sure. So, folks, if you all don't know nothing about the Think Ad Group, you all need to check them out.
You
Check out
interviewed our
Justin.
friend Mel too, I think, right?
Who's that?
What's that?
Didn't you guys interview our friend Melanie too?
Yes.
Yep. Interviewed her. That was the first interview we did.
You guys interview Melanie tonight?
Yeah, it was a great interview. That went about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Really good
Mhm.
interview. She has a lot of great insight. She's been doing it a long time herself. Coming from the marketing side really helps out with a lot of the stuff. And I think it's a great connection to have. So yeah, that was a great hookup with Evelyn.
Yeah.
Tell her once again, thank you for hooking us up with that one. And we're actually going to go on.
We
her.
actually do. Go ahead.
We actually are going to end up going on her show, The Aha Moment, and you were going to go sit down and she's going to interview us. So that's going to be pretty cool too. So we'll be doing that soon.
That's awesome. Yeah, we do business with her dealership, and her and Evelyn have become pretty good friends. So that's great.
No, that's easy to become good friends with good people. You know what I mean? And it makes sense. So and that's really cool. Appreciate the connection on that. And I can't wait to drop that brew. That's a few weeks away, but once that comes out, it's going to be really good. That's going to be on our next series that we have coming out called the Fast Trackers. So that's the next series after this 5 is through. But look who we got. We got freaking Captain Nexel flying across the screen. Bobblehead Nexel. But it matches, Jason. It's about the same.
Jason, guys, I'm going to take off.
Justin, man, I appreciate you staying up late to do this.
Justin,
Thank you
I enjoyed
being
the
part of the party.
I enjoyed it.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Give our love.
Yeah, tell Evelyn I said love her. Peace out.
See you, brother.
All right, I will.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Have a great night.
So J-Dog, what's up, man? So tell us some more, man. You were dropping some bombs.
Well, everybody knows me as somebody that is very outspoken, very talkative. I do have that problem. The problem is I got a lot to say, and what I wanted to say, I don't get to say it often enough. And it's not that I want to say it. It's I want to go into these dealerships, and sometimes I want to rip their head off and yell at them and scream at them, because sometimes they just don't get it. But today I thought about it. I'm glad that I have common sense, because it makes me the smartest person in the room. You see, common sense makes you the smartest person in the room. So what does that really mean? So many people just don't have common sense. It's amazing to see somebody own a business. And we were talking about this today with one of my friends today. And we were talking about how people start a company, and the very first thing they do is they get all excited. Oh my God, it's a great idea. I'm going to own a company. And they think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy my desk. I'm going to get my pictures on my wall. I'm going to do everything, and I'm going to get it all set up. I'm going to get my pens. I'm going to get my pencils, and all it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to get my desk. And boy, I got that shiny desk. Don't worry about it. I got that glamour desk. Don't worry. I got stuff all over the place in this office, right? But don't worry about it. You know, I had to pay for all that. But here's what happens with a lot of people. They spend all the money on it, and then all of a sudden they get to the point where it's time to get a customer, and they don't know how to do it. So what happens is they spend all their money on all this shit they didn't need, right? But they didn't spend it on, their time on, is how do you bring a customer in the door? Yeah, how do you bring somebody in? How do you bring somebody in? Yeah, and that's the key, you know. How do you bring somebody in? And that's the problem with people is how do you do it? And very simple. How do you do it? You get the people to talk about you online on every sale. And when they do, I promise you, you will get a referral out of it. If one person has 1,500 friends, why would you let them leave the store and risk losing 1,500 opportunities? See, those are called missed opportunities. We're losing opportunities by saying, oh, hey, if you know anybody looking for a car, come on in and see me. That's called losing opportunities. Those days are over. And that's what internet, the internet, you know, Instagram, you got Twitter, you got all these different sites that are out there that people are on. And they don't utilize it. They don't utilize it. But wait a minute. They do when they want to.
Right.
But this is the problem. They have to. There's a difference between want and have. When I get up in the morning, unfortunately, I got to shave right here and here. Otherwise, I got a bush there in the morning. Now, I don't know why I don't got it on top, but I just don't understand, right? Why I got a bush here and I got to shave it. But if I don't do it, then I'm going to look grubby, so I shave it. I brush my teeth because I want my teeth to be white and I don't want cavities and I want my teeth to fall out. And I also use stuff in my mouth to get my gums good and everything, right? Good. Why do we do all those things, but we don't do the things that work that make you money? I just don't get it. And I never did.
I love when he does the hair. I'm
I
sorry.
never did. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, and I don't mean to laugh. I just said
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, you were just like,
I haven't been able to do that since I was 18, buddy. that little twirl right here. No, but like, again, and the truth is that we just want everyone to get to work. And a CRM is not the answer. What is a CRM? And by the way, I asked 99% of the people of every dealership I ever walk into, do you enjoy using your CRM? And the answer is no. And then you got to find out, you listen to the CRM company and they're fighting with the employees to get them to use it. And the managers are fighting with them to get them to use what's going to help them. If you're going to fight somebody something that's there to help them, then why are they working there? So it's that simple, man.
it really is.
Simplicity. It's so.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
It really is that simple. All right, so I'm going to tell you the news about me. I'm going to be going back to the dealership world. After this pandemic, I am going to be running a car dealership somewhere.
Is this an exclusive?
Are you?
This is an exclusive interview right
Oh my
Hey,
God!
I'm dropping bombs.
Whoa! I am
now.
excited.
Okay, I'm dropping bombs.
You just did big time. Wow.
Okay, bomb, big bomb.
Big bomb.
Okay.
Right? So I
balls
am
of fire.
going to go back to a dealership where I love what I've been doing my whole life and that I'm really good at. I'm going back to the dealership world and I'm going to put next sale on autopilot because it runs on its own anyway. And I'm going to do that and I'm going to go back to the dealership world and I'm going to be a GM for a dealer, right? Managing partner, a GM, sales manager, whatever I want to be, a social media director. A title doesn't mean anything to me.
No.
But what I'm going to guarantee the dealer is I'm going to double the units or you don't pay me. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very simple post that do not pay me a check. Wait till I double your units and then you can start paying me. Don't need your money, but I'm going to take it soon because I'm going to double their units. Why do I double the units and how will I be able to do it? And why am I so confident on it? Because this is the way the law of numbers work. If you're doing 150 cars and people are doing nothing, what do you think is going to happen when they do something? Right?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Literally that easy. You're not kidding. I believe that.
Okay. It's a pretty good mathematical number, okay?
Yeah.
Now we multiply that in every department because there's a BDC department that needs it, right? There's a service department that can help. Parts department can help. I don't know if you know this, but detailers in the back, what if I told you that they're good salespeople and they can go and tell all their friends, I'm choking on the hair on this thing. Whoa. Okay.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
It's Jason.
It is Jason. I was thinking it was.
Oh my goodness.
Listen,
It all makes sense now.
choking on the hair on that thing. Those things. Listen, there's a long strand of hair going. Listen, here's the thing. I'm going back to a dealership to run a dealership. I don't know where I want to go yet. I'm probably going to need your help getting the name out, getting my word out, whatever. References, I'm going to need whatever. I got plenty of references anyway. I'm able to show my numbers. Numbers don't lie, people do. And so what I intend to do is go into a dealership, guarantee double the units within a certain time frame, and then move from there. Because that's what I'm known to do. I was able to do that for several dealerships, and I'm saying to myself, I'm making all these dealerships number one in the region. Very quick timing, by the way. I can name 5 stores. I got one store, top 1% in the nation for Chevy. I did that in 4 months, 5 months. Top 1% in the nation for a Chevy store, right? A Buick store, number 1. A Chrysler Jeep, number 1.
Numero uno.
Mitsubishi, look at El Patron. Work with him. What did I do with him? We made it almost number 1, right? So listen to this. So it doesn't matter what I touch. And you guys know of other stories of other businesses that I helped, and I don't have to make up stories about it. And I said I operate the best Facebook pages in the world for the automotive market. I got the numbers right here to prove it. It isn't just here. Boy, I got stacks of paper over here. So what I want to do is I want to go back to work to the dealerships, and I want to help them, and I want to do it now. And I also want this to be recorded while I'm there, because what I want to do is I want to show people, really how it's really done, and step by step what to do. And so that's what I want to do. I'm going to keep Nextel open. It's so easy to operate anyway, to load them up and then keep it and also be able to do my job. So it's not going to take up any of my time. And I also want to devote 99% of my time for a dealer and also keep Nextel going.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That is big news, and I'm excited about that. And I'm looking forward to hearing whoever gets you is going to be very lucky. They're going to get a lot of passion. We have Angela. She's asking, how do you get employees on board with your program? I can answer that question, but I know that Jason definitely can answer that question. I came into a dealership, Lou and I both did, to a store that was doing decent for what the local area was. It was doing 50, 60 cars, sometimes 70 on a good month. We went in first month, 100 plus cars. Then we went up to doubling that. So there's a process, and you have to get everybody on board. It does take work, but Jason, how would you answer that question? How would you get everybody on board with your program? Okay,
but it's a very simple thing. It starts with the owner of the dealer who's committed to say, I want to do better in my store.
That's it.
And the next manager down, the next one, the GM, he's going to say, that's what we're doing, and that's what we're doing, right? Those two people are the main ones, right? Then you got the GSM or general sales manager sometimes, and also they make a right to a sales manager. They all have to be on board, and they have to come to an agreement together and say, this is what we're doing, right? Once that's locked in, We come in, we implement the program, we talk about it, but we train these guys to get them excited about it, because before they do anything, they've got to be excited about using the system.
Yes.
And by the way, my system was a system before it was ever an app. So when I made a 1% in the nation store, I did it without an app. All I did was take my techniques, put them all on an app because I knew it was going to work, and then that was it. And in my first 3 months in business, we made a $500,000 investment, right? And it was an incredible investment from one of the largest Ford dealerships in the nation. Wrote me a check for $500,000, and said, "Here you go. Go ahead and get your business going and do the best you can, and let's see what we can do." It's not that easy though, because you're going to write. The question is, how do you get the people to do it? And they don't do it, and that's why the app was developed. See, the app was developed not because it was going to work. The app was developed because we knew it wasn't going to work. We want to tell you who's not doing their job. We need to tell you that, because if you don't know it, you can't coach. You can't do anything. Listen, you can't coach a liar because he's already told you he's doing it. So what are you going to tell? So you need to figure out who's lying. If you don't figure out who's lying, you're going to get screwed, and your numbers are never going to hit. When I say I double, triple, quadruple numbers, I do it every single time. Do you know something? I have a paper. It shows when I walk into a dealership and I sell cars, I'm 5 salespeople.
Yeah.
I always said, do yourself a favor. Get rid of 5 people for me so I can do my job. I always just kid around. Because you know what I did? I looked at my grosses for the month, and I was 5 times the grosser of the average. I was double the best, and I was 3 times the next guy, but I was 5 times always the average every single month. Every month I got most F&I. They used to give bonuses: 500 gross, 500 units, 500 for them, $1,500 for gross units, and whoever had the F&I. Three $500 checks, and I won them every single month. Well, you know what happened? What do you think happened then? We're doing away with that bonus plan.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We're doing away with that bonus plan, Jason. You keep winning it, right? It didn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It gives me $1,500 every month. They said, screw that idea. They took away the incentive. That's what dealers do. They keep taking away the incentive for salespeople. Yeah, it really should be the opposite.
Yeah, I agree.
Incentivize them like crazy.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. They're there for incentives.
Something about cash and fist too. When you have those
Always.
daily spiffs of cash and fist spiffs, you don't see a lot of dealers do that anymore. And it's a lot of fun to sit there. Hey, the guy who brings me the lowest credit score today is going to get a $50 bill. The guy who comes in here with the highest credit score today gets this. The first close of the day, last close of the day. So on and so forth. Always loved doing that when I was a salesperson. I would take advantage of that. We used to play card games, like you get like every time you got a credit pull, you got a card, like any card from a deck of cards, and so you try to get the best poker hand by the end of the day. Whoever had the best poker hand got a spiff. And so to me, I'm like trying to get I'm pulling all the credit in the world. I'm pulling it. I'm like, get out my way. I'm going to get the spiff today,
I mean, they were like, they used to do like whoever went on the lot and took the most ups in the day and brought the people in, whoever did that for the day would get a bonus, So they had like a lot of different ideas and incentives, and they did away with it. They do away with an incentive. We always got to remember to incentivize our people. You know what I mean? And we're going to go into another problem now. Because of this pandemic, there's going to be less salespeople now, watch. Because the internet team it's going to be the new thing. It's the internet team now. You see, now it's going to be the internet team. Everybody's going to be the internet team because they're going to start going for that. I'm telling you what's going to happen. They're going to do it. When I read the post today on LinkedIn, whether it was true or false, you ready for this? Sandy Swartz, Cox Automotive, is shutting down Manheim. It's shutting down the Manheim buildings. I've been going to Manheim for years.
Yeah, I heard about that.
80 locations Manheim has.
No more live You have to only, you could only do it on simulcast. And that's like for real happening there, but they're talking about 75% of the workforce they drop. So there's a lot of missing jobs now. That sucks for
That's
that.
another part of the 40 million people. The world is going to change. I'm telling you, this is a big problem. We're complaining. Listen to me. We're all sitting here talking about salespeople and how the internet picked up. And everyone's like bragging about, oh my God, my internet picked up. I'm like, come on, God. Do you not understand that everybody's stuck home and that's where they're at? I mean, is it you think you did something magical this month? Do you really honestly think in 1 month, because your internet went up with no training whatsoever, that all of a sudden your internet is up because guess what? There's 0% 84 months going on, right? Two, the used cars are they need them, and boy, they ever need them cheaper now than ever. And boy, I guess before you know it, Subprime is going to be you're going to be a real hero now, because guess what? Half the world's going to be bankrupt soon, right? And they're going to be, that's going to be the new norm, okay? Because guess what? All those people that built their credit up, that spent years of building it up, it's gone to shit overnight. You know why? Because they can't pay their bill. They just can't do it. But you know why they can't? Because they haven't still got their unemployment check yet. Some of these guys still have not got their unemployment. Some people haven't got a stimulus check yet. Some people are not making any money yet.
It's so true, and it is.
Honestly, I was just talking about that. Hey, by the way, Ryan Duck, what's up, my friend?
What up?
I have only met you on
gentlemen?
social media.
Hello, Ryan.
It's nice to actually get you on the show, man. What's up, brother?
Good to see you guys.
It's good to see you too.
Welcome to the
Watching
party.
for quite a while, man. Golly, you are passionate, by the way, and I love it. I love your passion.
I appreciate it.
I mean,
I'm bald
Yeah.
too. I'm suffering from this. The only thing that makes me look good is my passion, because other than that, I got problems. Yeah.
working in the same space as you, I think we'd probably do tremendous things together. I'm similar to you, but golly, you are so, I can't even say outspoken. You're spoken. I love it. I love it.
I appreciate that. And so what is it you do? Talk about you. I want to know a little bit about you. What do you do?
So I've been in the internet space for the last 7 years. And so that's why one of the reasons I've enjoyed watching you so far is because of your knowledge of the internet space and the dynamic of how it was in these last 3 months, what it's shifting to, and what's going to happen in the future. And it's exciting to be a part of it. But one thing that you just recently said was everybody's going to go to internet. Remember when you said that? Like everybody's going to shift to internet because it's all that's available right now. I've still had a decently hard time helping some guys shift to that internet space up here. I don't understand why everybody's not going to internet or going more to connecting with customers digitally, digital retail wise. But it's still happening. I mean, I got guys that'll do the work, and then I got guys and girls that won't do the work. So it's fun to watch. I'm a firm believer that every single challenge is an opportunity. So that's what I see this whole pandemic as being. It was a challenge, but it's such a great and tremendous opportunity. I've had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I've seen what you've been doing, man. I've noticed that are you at a different store now recently? You just made a big change.
Well, the crazy thing was a couple years ago, I was only at one store for the first 4 years of my career,
Right.
And I had grown from a BDC agent, made a shift to the sales floor, was promoted from a salesperson to an internet sales manager, and I got recruited to go to a Ford store on the same street. And I went to that Ford store as an internet sales manager. And after a year and a half as an internet sales manager, they moved me to the used car sales manager. So, they asked me if I'd take the opportunity, and because I knew nothing about inventory, signed up because I felt I was successful in the internet space, and I wanted to try something I knew nothing about. So it was cool. I was having a good time doing the used car sales management, and then I had a couple of great guys in this business kind of pull my attention towards an opportunity I think was a little bit ahead of my time, but I had to take a look to see what it was about. So I did that jump, and that was right in the heat of the pandemic. So I left the comfort of my neighborhood, the street that I've been working on for 5.5 years, and went to opposite side of Atlanta, outside of Atlanta, to do back to internet department with a guy. And even there, where I only stayed for 38 days, we had moved the numbers during this pandemic in a fantastic way. We had went up 6% internet closing ratio to right up under 9. Our phone closing ratio went from 15 to 22%. We did a lot with the challenge of the pandemic, but at the end of the 38 days, me and the owner of that group, we just didn't see eye to eye on some things. So I left and I went back to the first place. That's where I've been for the last going on for, the first would be a month.
Wow.
You know, you're talking about the internet, and we're going to talk about BDC. You know, we're going to talk about what it really comes down to. Obviously, internet means that that we're gonna be jumping into the BDC department. Okay, the BDC department, all the leads, everything that's going to come in more to BDC, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about internet. There's a department that gets all these leads that come in. Angela Schultz says here, people aren't doing it because they haven't taken the time to learn how to make that transition. So let me explain something that's important that I also know about very, very well. There's a difference between talking to people live in front of people and talking to people on the internet. It's a skill to be able to talk to somebody on the internet versus talking to them live. Some people can talk to them live, and some people can talk good on the internet. Sure. So there's two different types. So what the training now has to be done, which is what we do, what I'm great at. See, I'm good at all different things in this field, is because I'm deaf. So you're able to read people well, able to know when they're silent and when you're making that face, and people are like, what? Right? But listen, I love it when they look at me like I'm nuts. I love it. Because it means I'm doing my job, right? Because that means I did exactly what I wanted to do. I want to go out of this world. Remember that nutty, crazy, funny sales guy, that whatever. Because guess what? I want to be remembered. But on that internet, when I'm talking to you, there's got to be a way you type. Because if you're going to type, right, if that's what you're doing, you better be a good typer, and you better know how to get the love.
Right.
You got it.
Yeah, right.
And so what does the love mean? So that means that you've got to have a good vocabulary of words that are really good and catchy. See, I remember years ago when they started, how do you word a car? It's like, how do you word it? You don't just put leather seats. I put that gorgeous, sexy leather seats that are blow you out the water. When you get in the steering wheel, it's gonna melt you. Right. When you drive out here, your payment's gonna be so good, you're gonna be feeling fine. No, whatever. Right? So when you list that stuff, people want it. It's a new day and age, and people like online, such a younger generation. It's how you word that item. And you can have fun with wording what your inventory is. You can word your inventory fun. You can actually word it fun to make it more spicy, right? And it's actually, believe it or not, everything is a talent. It's an art. And there's every little department of the dealership, every little thing matters. But I'm telling you, there's a different way to there's definitely a different way to speak to somebody on the internet versus talking to them. And that's why they separate it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, most of the stuff for a while will be through the internet. Because guess what? People are still scared.
Well,
so
you're right. It's 100% right. And the people are scared because of what's being told to them, so in order for you to do business right now, you're so right, Jason, because in order for you to do business right now, you have to use the internet. And and able to do 100% of the business that you wanted to do. Because even if you're open at some capacity, you're still limited quite a bit in a sense where like you touch the feel of cotton, the fabric of
Yeah.
But you know, you just can't touch. They can't touch. You can't touch them. You can't shake hands. You can't do all that stuff. So you got to use the tools that you have. One thing that I think is powerful, and it can be, you know, you talk about internet, typing things out can be you know, you could read something and the next one person could read it one way, the other person could read it another and take it wrong. It could be something nice, but then it also could sound like you're being a jackass, you know? So it depends on how you read it. But if you can do these videos like we have right now, we're all sitting here talking, you can show your hands, you can use your gestures, you can see what's going on, your face makes the way it looks. It makes it a little bit easier for you. So take advantage of that right now while you have these awesome tools. These tools are right here on this phone. You know, I can literally grab, you know, get on my phone and I can do anything.
That's what Next Sale is all about. It's about using the video marketing. I mean, my app, what it does is you go in, you go outside, you got to do a video walk around, and then once you go outside and do a video walk around, right? Here's the best part about it. I give you a lead. I give it to you. I got a guy interested in the Ford Explorer. I give it to you. I'm going to tell you something right now. Within 1 minute, you better be outside. Within 1 minute, you better be outside and already be filming that car. And in 10 minutes, that video better be there to that customer.
No doubt.
We know the rule. The rule is you better be the fastest one to get them. Okay. I know this business well. You want to get to them fast, man, because guess what? They are shopping as fast as you're moving, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing a walk around video. Now, here's the best part about it. I'm the BDC manager. And with my software, you go out and film it. The BDC manager can see what time you did it and actually watch your video. And then you know what I would do? I look at it, and all you did was show a tire. And I call you in the office, and I get you back in there and say, do me a favor, I'm not giving you any more leads for the rest of the week. I'm gonna tell you why. Because in football, if I throw you a ball and you drop it,
no more passes.
My team, man. And by the way, in the NFL, they don't fool around with it. I mean, that's why they call it tryouts. They call it tryouts. And guess what? There's no tryouts in the car dealership. You're trying out. You're not trying out.
Wait.
Time for tryouts.
Could you gentlemen imagine if we had something like a tryouts to where we had a line or a group of people that were lined up at our dealerships that were hungry to do the work, whether it's on the internet space or the floor? Because I don't know if you all have recently gone to Indeed and hired, but I've been doing hiring for a couple of years now, and it's nothing like summer camp or trial. It's awful, right?
It's bad, yeah.
Yeah, these aren't even relevant applications that we get. It's insane. That was funny to mention. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very true, man.
But with that and being able to teach, he said a key word. I mean, and we forget as professionals that we are professionals because we have a skill set. We have mastered down a skill, and being able to take a skill set and put it into the hand of anybody with the power, with the tools that everybody else has. So this levels the playing field for the most part. If you're up to date on your phone, you have a level playing field as far as like a mechanic in their tool shed. You know what I mean? Some mechanics have an incredible amount of tools, and they have a way better chance at accomplishing many different tasks based off of the tools that they have. Well, that's one level of car guys, but the car guys now have this incredible tool. The power is literally inside of their hand to not just connect with the customer, but to make that customer help connect with a multitude of people, and then at the same time capture in that lead while never actually shaking a hand, while never actually completing a transaction. All of that stuff is able to happen if they're taught how to take what it is that they understand in communication and then redevelop a skill set that says, okay, now you have to communicate that to a video and make that video be something that connects to somebody at heart, that gets them in front of you.
That's the key.
Absolutely.
It's getting them in the door. You do everything you possibly can. Use all the tools, whether it's your phone, whether it's your video, whether it's Nextcell, which is hot. Get it, folks. Make sure you get on it quick. But
he puts it all right there.
He puts it all inside there for you. But you can get it so much better and quicker, and customers will appreciate that. You know, Angela wrote earlier, you know, a dealership, you know, people can go to a dealership if you know, and go to another one really quick. But if you are the one who tells people the truth, you're transparent, you give them more than they ask for. Even if they leave, they'll come back because the next guy's going to be that jerk off, right? It's going to be that guy that who, you know, goes out and what are you looking for? Okay, you know, let me go ask my manager, you know, whatever, right? So they want to deal with the good professional people who have social media content, who have testimonials online, who have everything that they use because that is what's available now.
How long have you been in the business? Bro, how long have you been in it?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to him down there.
Duck? Yeah, Duck.
I got in spring of 2013.
Okay.
7 years.
7 years.
Yep.
About 7 years.
He's still a puppy. Oh.
No,
7 years.
So.
But you've had some great experiences. You're a veteran, right?
Seen some stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if I can consider.
I mean, as a military veteran, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I am military.
I want to say thank you. I love you very much for being a military veteran. By the way, just want to tell you that. I mean that. My brother-in-law died in the Persian Gulf War in Libya. Came back home. We got sick. My family, most of them are in the military. Generally, you know, one of them goes to Greenland every year, the Antarctica. The other one goes to Afghanistan. You know, we do a lot of that. They do a lot, you know. And my sister's in it, and I got a family that goes into the Israeli military. So, but I want to make a point here. The military people, what I love about them is, and I couldn't go in because of my hearing. I actually passed the ASVAB. I had a recruiter, and the guy didn't know that I was deaf the whole time. He never asked me the question. He never asked. And because I'm good at reading lips, because I read, I don't have hearing aids, and I'm sitting on a podcast and I don't have hearing aids in. And so I wanted to be in the military, and I couldn't because when the recruiter said, I passed everything. The recruiter asked me, we're going to go for your physical now. And I'm like, you know, so you got to take a hearing test. And I go, my hearing's horrible. I can only hear half of what people hear. He goes, you have to wear hearing aids? Is that bad? And I'm like, I'm supposed to, but I don't. And he goes, you're exempt from being in the military. You won't get in the military. They don't allow people with hearing aids in the military. I'm like, they don't? I'm like, why do they let people with glasses in the military then? And they said, because when we ask you, you know, hey, the bomb's coming, you might hear your mom's coming, right? And then you're not going to hear that, and you're going to be blown to pieces. And
that's awful.
You try to make an example of it, and I'm saying, well, what do you do with people with glasses? Why do you let them in? What if the glasses fall off? I mean, you ever watch Scooby-Doo? Velma always lost her glasses.
Every time.
Velma, every episode. Yep, exactly. And Velma sat there, and she was on Scooby-Doo every episode, right? And made it through. She still lived. But here's my point to you.
I got it.
So you started in 2013, right? So in 2013, in 2012, and all those years, the cell phone was still kicking. You know what I mean? It was going then, right? The phones were out. I mean, they were out then. You know what I mean? And but let me explain this to you. You know what this stupid thing is?
Yeah.
What?
You know what that is?
Camera, right?
That's called a flip cam. You know what that is?
Yeah.
The nano flip cam.
I
and
remember.
the way you work it is, and it's shiny. Look how shiny. I polished mine, right?
I don't know they make those anymore.
Okay, what they do is you film your video of a video walk around or whatever you want to film. Now, in order to get the video to go up, you have to take it and put it in your drive of your computer.
Right,
then you've got to upload it, and you've got to upload it into your computer. You got to get it to YouTube, get it to some URL, whatever you're going to get it. You have to spend time to do it, right? But it's amazing. I did it, and boy, did I ever do it. And I made so much money on YouTube videos, man. Dude, I made money on making stupid YouTube videos. Dumb. You want to see it? Want to see how dumb?
What you drinking on, Ryan? I noticed that you're a connoisseur of different whiskeys
man.
and bourbon. That looked like a bourbon you pulled off the shelf.
Actually something I picked up today. It's a rye. And it's something that I bought just so I could get a raffle. But there's the main.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
a little bit of everything. Yes, sir. Looks like you got some Wellers up front. Let me see.
So I see that Blanton's.
See, we're in
I
Kentucky.
see that Blanton's right there.
I do see the Blanton's. That's the fire right there. That's
the
my
right
stuff
one.
right there.
Rock Hill Farms,
Oh, buddy.
Elmer T. Lee is a good one.
Uh-huh.
These are the majority of the closed bottles. So where I pick my stash from is behind me. And if I move this chair.
Hi guys, it's me, Jason Gerasimovich, 3601 State Street. Again, Metro Ford, the place to do business.
There's a ton back there.
Hi,
There's
guys.
aging whiskeys, and I got a bunch of E.H. Taylors. I gotta. It's gonna look like I have a problem, so maybe I should just.
You ready for this? Here
Let's
we go. This is back in the day, man. This is how stupid I was as a car salesman. And I can't believe I pulled it off. And I didn't get in trouble.
Hi, it's me, Jason Gerasimovich, 3601 State Street. Again, Metro Ford, the place to do business. Why? Look what we got here. People, look at me. 500 miles out of saline Focus. Never heard of. Can't be. It's not even available. Look around. It's an '05. People, listen to me. It's a cool car. You know what's nice about this? This car reminds me of the show The Fast and the Furious. You know why? Because it is The Fast and the Furious. Look at this. Come on. Look at this. Quick. It's fast. Look at leather seats. CD.
Love it. I love it.
CD player. Interior is beautiful. Look at the moonroof. Power moonroof. Look at
I opened it by hand.
gorgeous. It's perfect. Not a chip, not a scratch.
I got a lisp.
Let's walk around here. Look at this.
Got a speech impediment from being deaf. Watch.
That wing spoiler thing.
Dual exhaust. It's the one tip. It's not dual exhaust. I don't know what I'm talking about.
People, do you know why this car's got a wing? This car is so fast. The wing needs to keep you on the ground.
What the hell?
Yeah, watch. Here we go.
You know what's nice about it? It looks great for a young guy, older guy, no matter what age you are. Because if you're not cool, you don't probably have a girlfriend. Look at this car. Right now.
Right now.
How beautiful it is.
Over here.
You know how beautiful it is? It's beautiful because it's here at Metro Ford, 3601 State Street. This is the place to do business. And if you don't come in now, I'm going to get furious. Furious. Gigantic. Metro Ford.
Awesome.
Do you want the Fast and the Furious? If you want it, then get down to 3601 State Street, Schenectady, Metro Ford, because I'm mad, and I'm real mad because today is the day of the days, and now is the time. Right now, winter time, people. They're getting cold. These cars are hot. They need to go. The prices are going to be great, and now is the time. These are the days. Now.
Now.
Yeah, watch.
Hey, running pretty fast.
Look,
Oh, that's strong.
stupidity. Why do people
Well, I might do that. I can't match that.
that you
But I
would not,
can.
you wouldn't say those things? And back in the day, when somebody saw me in the animal on there, right? That video got 60,000 views. It got shut off because people were calling the dealership with harassment. Right? That was great. I was getting so much publicity of it. Then somebody named Kyle the Teabagger, whoever he was, he uploaded it up for another 45,000 views. Right? People still pick on it. It went into a forum. If you type in Saline Focus Nasiak forum, there's a whole forum of people writing and putting faces on me and doing stuff, and it became a big deal.
That is
And then
good.
I was featured on CBS News. And CBS News called me up and said, you know what? Your videos are super funny. Unbelievable videos. Why are you doing it?
You got to teach people how to go viral.
It was back But wait a minute. That was back in 09, 08, and 10. We are in 2020. And still today, people are not even using the cameras still. Why are we fighting something that works?
I don't know, Jason. That's a great question, man. I think it just comes down to how bad somebody really wants it. And you have to just have the balls to just take that first step and just make it happen. The first video is always the weird one. You know, once you get that first one out the way, it's like the first kiss. Once you get that out the way, everything is smooth. You know, the next kiss is easier. And then next thing you know, you're tired of kissing. You're ready to do something even bigger and better. You know, so you're ready to, you know, second base, maybe third. So, you know, what's that right there?
I don't think you guys have ever seen this. And I don't know if I can get this right with my this was
on.
when I was on the sales floor. Let me get the volume going.
You probably won't hear it because of the.
Blow that up. Blow that one up. Blow up his screen.
Oh no, I've seen this. I actually seen that video, dude. I've seen that one.
What's up with the vest?
I'm not gonna finish that whole video.
Yeah.
No, I seen that video, dude. With arms wide open.
Yeah, it's awful. That was when I was selling cars. But yeah, I got some car deals from it, but maybe like 3. Nothing major.
The way it works, very simple. The way it's simple. The more people that laugh, the more people that come in. The more people that laugh, on Facebook. This is what I do. I every single day I'm making my friends of all I know, of everybody. I'm putting humor out there every day. Yesterday I put a brown bear on my Facebook and I said, I don't know. I found this thing in my backyard. Does anybody know what it is? I want to go out and pet it. And my friend said, go out and pet it. It's a good idea. I mean, listen to me. The idea was that when you're making relationships, it's always about relationships. And the more people you make relationships with, they will remember you. So what your job is every day on Facebook, your job is to check into the dealership. When you get to the dealership, your job is to check in. The very first thing you do when you get to the dealership is you look at your camera. You say, hi, everybody. My name is Jason. Or no, you don't say that. Hi, everybody. It's me, Jason. All my friends today. I'm going to be working here from 9 o'clock to 5. Anybody looking for a vehicle today, listen, don't forget me today. I know that you can easily forget me, but if you do, I'm gonna delete you on my Facebook page. Whatever you want to say, have fun with it. But my point is, every day you check in, like you punch in, but you punch in by telling everybody what you do every day. Why do people forget to do that? And you know what it is? Why do people not buy from their friends? They don't mean not buy. They just don't remember that their friends sell cars. So you need to remind everybody every day what you do for a living. And if you do that 7 days a week, 6 days a week, you will be remembered the day they come up. Because people buy on impulse shopping. So what happens is, if I want my Beats Pill speaker, or if I want my iPads or whatever I got floating around here, I'm going to go and I'm going to buy it that day. So then I might go online and say, who's got the best or whatever, where do I go, right? Okay. And the same thing with the car shopping. And so we want to let everybody know we're there. And then what we also want to start doing is, when the customers come in, we want to make sure that they check into the dealership. In other words, it is a rule with your customer, Mr. Jones, do you mind doing me a favor? Are you on Facebook? Could you please like our Facebook, and then can you check in? Do that first and get that out of the way, so you're not asking them to do that later. If you see, when you ask them to do it later, you're asking for a review later. You're asking for too much later.
Right.
Get that stuff out of the way.
Heck yeah.
Have them check into the dealership. If you have 100 people that come to the dealership, 100 people check in, if everybody knows they're checking in. And when they check in, everyone's like, that's where he is right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
You ask them. Now, not everybody's going to check in. Not everybody's going to do it. And that's the same thing with anything in life. Not everybody's going to do anything you ask them to do. The point of it is, how many people did you ask for the sale today?
Sure.
And the average salesman will say this: 3, 2. And they don't know how to use social media, and they can get 400,000, 500,000 people. I can target 50,000 people and give me 1 hour and I'm done. Yeah, you know why? Because you think about this. You ready? If 50 people have 1,000 friends, and all you have to do is inbox them and say, hey, can you share my video? Can you share my video? And you have a video that says, hi, my name's Jason Gerasimovich. I work over at JG Motors, and I've been here for about 3 years. Listen, no hassle, no games. I would love to, I'd be honored to work with you and the opportunity to work with you. I promise you the best experience. Just give me that chance. All I'm asking for is a chance. And so that you get that little video, right? And you send it to 50 of your friends, and they each have 1,000 friends. 50,000 people times 12 salespeople is 600,000 people. Do you
You
understand?
speak the same language, man.
Big numbers.
Yeah, I love it.
Big
And
numbers.
I made a video that I shared in some groups some months ago that was really similar, and it was my salesman's, as a salesman's, my tricks. It was 9 steps and tricks, secrets, on how to sell on social media, and that was like one of the most major. Let people know what you're doing every single day. Important.
Yeah.
We'll get to the keys. We're like, you're right. We're impulse. So we show up to work, and what happened was, as a salesperson, which I know everybody in this room can contest to, showed up for work one day, and you didn't have anything going on, and you go on Facebook and you see that somebody that you know, or somebody that knows somebody else, has bought a car.
Yeah.
I didn't sell one, and there's somebody close to me that just bought one. And like, how can I stop that from happening? It only took a couple times of me not selling a car and seeing that somebody just bought a car. That I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, well, people just forget. Imagine this for everybody that's watching. Imagine this: how many times does somebody that's around you, that's in your neighborhood, that drives to work, and yeah, you might have made a post 2 or 3 days ago about what you do and what you provide at your dealership for the people in your community. But somebody today drove to work and had a problem with their vehicle today. They didn't have that, or 2 days ago when you posted, or last week when you posted your last car deal picture. Day on their morning commute to work, they had an issue with the car. So they got to work, they slammed their door, pissed off and angry. They walked into their office and they was like, I'm so sick and tired of this and that. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody said, what's your problem? What's going on with you? And I get in my car, and first this happens, and that happens, and then this happens, and then I'm freaking 3 miles from the dealership, and this, or from the office, and this happens. I freaking can't stand my car. And so all it takes is one person that they work with to say, oh, girl, you should go check out where I got my Honda Accord for, or dude, why don't you go check out the guy that helped me out getting me my F-150? Man, he was a real solid guy, and my situation ain't all that great. I used to hate it. It boiled my blood, and I'm like, hey, I saw you just bought a car. Congratulations. And I'm like, what happened? How you didn't think of me? And they're like, oh man, I just wasn't thinking. I went to work, or I drove home after work, and as soon as I come home and I told my mom or my aunt, my sister, my cousin, he told me about this, and next thing you know, it was happening. So it's like we have to remind them, like, every single day, some kind of way. Whether you check in the morning, do you make a post? I love the fact that you say like the hours. Hey, good morning, everybody. I just want to let you know I'm here from 9 a.m.
Doug, do me a favor. The figure the service advisors, right? They're in sales too, right?
Right.
The BDC department, they got to get back to people too, right? Sales people got to get back to people. Yeah. I'm going to show you something on my app. You're going to see it right now. Watch. You see this? There's my app. There's the buttons right here. Don't worry about the buttons, but watch what it does. Watch how cool this is. Ready?
Right.
It's really amazing. I'm going to show you something real cool. I'm only zooming in one part. I'm going to put thank you video. I touch the button. It says on it. It says take video. I take the video. Watch what I do. I turn the camera to me. How you doing, Doug? It's me, Jason. I want to say thank you very much for coming in and giving me the opportunity to work with you today. I hope that I answered all of your questions. And again, I really do appreciate the opportunity. And I did find out about the scratch. We will be able to get it out. And again, I'm just so thankful for the opportunity. And again, any questions? Hit the call now button. Call me right back if you have any questions. Thank you. Have a good day. That's a thank you video. Watch this. You just go over here, hit use video. Watch what it does. You want to add a logo to the business? Look at this. Go over here, hit yes. That's what happens. So do you want to add a logo? Hit yes.
Right.
Do I want to add the salesman's logo? I can do it. The salesman can have their own logo or the dealership. Here, I'll put next sale. Ready? Put the logo on the video. Watch this. I send it to the customer's phone. I text it to him. Message. Goes over. Watch this. Almost, it's formulating it. Watch how cool this is. Already pre-typed and ready. It says, with deep appreciation, please watch. Put the customer's name in. Jason Gerasimovich, right? I send it to his phone. Look at that, comes over that fast. Watch how fast it comes over. Boom, done. Thank you video has now been sent. Look at this. It says, with deep appreciation, please watch. Touch it. Right? Look, there's the call now button. Right? There's my business card. It says, please, you can share that. And then over here, go down there. And there's the video of me saying thank you to the customer. Look at that. All in one app, in one thing. Now all of a sudden, because I watched your video, right? All I do now is I want to call now, hit the call now button. And there's the phone number right there, and I call the salesman right back.
Right.
What is the difficult problem with that? 1 minute. Say thank you to a customer. It's got your business card there. It's got the call now button to call the person back.
Making it easy.
What? It was so easy. And by the way, guess what? The owner is watching that. Could you imagine that on his phone right now? His phone goes off, and the owner gets to see that. Home run. Because guess what? Tomorrow morning, Doug, you know what I'm going to say to you? Nice job, Doug. Nice job. Here's $50.
Yeah.
That's the power of next sale. It brings you your next sale. See, I did the video walk around. When you do a video walk around, it goes over with your business card, and it also has the call now button. Mr. Jones, thank you very much. I'll have the card pulled up. If you have any questions, hit the call now button and call me right away. Thank you. I mean, really, why did we have to make why do you need fancy video equipment? Can I ask you something? Why do you need fancy video equipment?
You don't.
No, but you used to. See, that's the thing that people don't see the value in, especially people that are not that seasoned in the business yet. It used to take an entire production team to put together any sort of a video. Unless you had the hookup with it, or new people, or already purchased equipment, it was hard to put something together and then have somebody to edit it and get it all down. It's all right here. It's all right here.
I drop videos every day, and I use this cool little tool that is amazing. I love it.
Leap in production capability.
I mean, we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of video editing with it. I do if I'm going to caption if I want my words to be written out, I have an app for that. I just go and drop it in there. I go through and edit it real quick, send it out. I mean, it's such a powerful tool, and I can do it all right here and press send here and attach, share to 5 different things. And
by the way, when you're sending a video to a customer anyway, why not keep it raw? In other words, if you're going to send a customer a video,
I like it.
Keep the video raw. Don't edit a video that you're going to send to a customer. They know it's been edited. Now it looks like a stupid commercial. It doesn't feel real.
You're so true, man. I love it.
Right.
Keep it guerrilla style. Real people, real talk. Even with the error, you can even stumble through your words and just send it because they want to see that you're real. You know, don't have to sit there and be perfect.
It feels like a real phone call, a real conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they want.
That's what they like. But no, man, it's it's so true, and this is such great information here for everyone who's listening and who's watching, and just to know that next sale is something that you need to at least check out for yourself. Give Jason a call up his company. Ashley will walk you through it. Jason will walk you through it. This app is powerful. But the news of the night, I'm sure you heard this, Ryan, is that he's thinking about going to a store again. He's trying to possibly,
yeah. My goal right now is to I'm going to make an announcement this week. I'm going to have my graphics team make a video. I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to announce that I want to go back to work into a dealership. I will.
How long has it been?
I will I'll send my resumes to all my dealers. And by the way, I don't even use resumes. I use video resume. Again, I'll never. And by the way, whenever I get a resume anyway, I always tell people my flaws, not just how great I am. Because when someone sends a resume, you also want to tell them, listen, these are my flaws I could use help with anyway. If you start telling everybody in a resume how great you are, that's what everybody does anyway. So I'd rather be open and transparent about what I don't know so that they can help me, and so they know up front, rather than going there and say, well, this is what I do. I do know a lot. Do I know everything? No. Do I know how to desk a deal? No, I don't desk deals. I don't want to be at a desk desking deals. What I want to do is I want to go in and run the store. I want to make sure everyone's doing their job. I want to make sure I go into the community. I want to be part of the community, and I want to go to the events of these community and introduce myself and welcome to the dealer. I want to start doing more community. Again, I want to be out there. I want to be in the store. I want to be training every day. I want these guys in there every day at 8:30. I want them training till 9 o'clock, half hour a day. We're going to drill the shit out of them. They're going to know the road to sale back and forth. They're going to know social media. They're going to know how to post. They're going to know how to make videos. They're going to know how to make video walkarounds. They're going to know how to send a thank you video. They're going to know how to read people. They're going to know how to do it all. And everybody is just as equal as another. There's nobody better than another. And in this dealership world, we will have a culture where everybody gets along. And if they don't, they're not working there. We're not playing it, man. There's tons of people looking for a job, man. There's 40 million people available. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Jason, he was asking, how long has it been since the last time you were at a dealership? Like you worked for one full time?
5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
But I'm still associated with the dealer.
Yeah, of course. You've been around dealerships this whole time. I know that. And
I go in them. Listen, it's funny. I put the app in, a process in place that we already know their numbers. So I'm going to be able to go to a dealer, and I'm going to be able to show a dealer the units that they've gone up or how much they've gone up. So my resume is like, not only did I sell a lot of cars in time, I've taken dealerships and made them number one. So all I got to do is get those dealerships to tell me how many more units they went up. One store went up 86 units in 2 months. A month they go up. 86 units a month in 2 months. One store. You know what I mean? Listen, how do units move? Numbers move when people move.
Right. Yep.
Remember this. Numbers move when people move. The only way it works. It's not rocket science. It's really not rocket science. And when you see these dealers say, oh my God, I had this record month. Because you were doing something this month. You made everybody work. You kept on their ass. Because you know why you were on their ass? Because you were new. And you know what happened when you're new? You're pushing. You're working them. But a lot of people, what they do when they're new, they get lazy and start slacking. You know what my uncle said to me? I got salesman a month, the first month. He said, can you do it next month? He goes, can you do it another month? And he kept asking me, can you do it? And can you do it? I said, can I do it? Well, I did it. I did it. And I did it every month. Okay. Look at me. I just put that on the wall. That's a real wall. But it says actual wood. 3 deep, 12-foot wall. So I call that the 3 deep, 12-foot wall of plaques. So when I hear from a sales manager about how great they are, and they never sold a damn car in their life, Nope, don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I want to deal with somebody that's done it.
I tell you, I agree with that. It's like when I was in the military, you know, Lou and I are both prior military, but I remember the officers that I respected the most, truthfully, and they just seemed more real, were the ones who actually were first enlisted. Then they got into the ranks of being an officer. So to me, I had a lot of respect for those guys because they understood what it was like to be an E1, E2, E3 and have to salute somebody. And then they became officers. So they went through that, and then they became. It was those guys were always really cool to me. It's the same thing as like an owner or something like that, a store, an owner that once sold cars on the floor, that started from nothing and then just boom, had the opportunity, became an owner one day. That dude's a bad man. You got to listen to what he has to say because obviously he's been through it. And he knows how to become successful and get to a level that's just like, okay, very good for him. So I always think that it's important to have somebody in place. Like if somebody who's going to help people sell cars needs to know how to sell cars. You can't just like, hey, I want to help and don't really know how to help. You can help somebody be a better person, maybe teach them to be more motivated, but to sell cars is a different thing, so you have to be able to coach that. And obviously Jason has the plaques to prove it and all that type of stuff.
Well, you know what? You said that, something, and you can, Doug, and Lou, you'll understand this, and you've seen this, and you've been in the business a long time like I have. Well, when you see somebody in the business after 15, 20 years doing 12 cars a month, if they've been in the business for 15, 20 years and they're doing 12 cars a month, shame on them. Because wait a minute, it's almost like, what have you been doing? In other words, when somebody comes in and they're new and they beat the guy off that's been there for 15 years, that's got a book of business, and he keeps his shelf stacked and he keeps his files organized and everything organized, but he still does 12 cars a month.
Yep.
I've seen this over and over. I've seen these guys have a good month, a bad month, good month, and I say to myself, I can't afford to have a bad month, man. Nope. I can't do it. I never will, never have. By the way, I never took a draw check either. I won't accept the draw check. In other words, I won't accept unemployment either. Because a draw check to me is unemployment. Okay? That's how I look at it.
That's kind of like what one of my first managers ever said. It's an unemployment check, man. Because it's like the whole philosophy is you don't have a job unless you have a customer in front of you. Period. So you're unemployed until you have somebody in front of you to help get what you've done. So that's the way I was always taught. Also, being the best every month. To me, it was, we always had that term, every month. That's the thing about the car business. You go from hero to zero immediately, like boom. So if you could be the best, you could have sold 50 cars a month before, but what have you done for me today? What have you done for me this month? And what really is, what have you done for yourself this month? Because, it's cool. Managers have a pool of people to get paid from. It's how are you going to pay yourself? Are you going to make sure you finish the month and your family's taken care of? Because mine's going to be taken care of. I got 12 of you guys out there to take care of me.
That's a good point. You got a point. Ready, Fred? All the dealers right now, they should start advertising. Ready? If they don't care about the training, they don't care about nothing. They should put, we accept unemployment. And they should just let everybody come in. We accept unemployment. Everybody's welcome. And that's the way. Really, they accept it. When somebody's on the bottom for 5 months in a row and they know it, right? Shame on the manager.
You're right.
You're going to lose them, and so you want to go through another turnover. Really, turnover. That's another huge talk. We can go into that. Do you really want to go through people all the time and go through it, or spending so much wasted time retraining people and going through it? You should have a team where your team is so good that your team trains.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're 100% right. Wisdom. So guys, it's about 1:30 in the morning. Lou and I got to drop your episode. We got to do some stuff. Yep. This has been some great knowledge. Duck, man, I appreciate you jumping on here, man. It's actually nice to actually talk to you instead of messaging.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I'm glad to finally meet you all.
Yeah, man. So
thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate that. Are we connected on LinkedIn?
No, but we will be after tonight.
All right, make sure we're connected on LinkedIn.
Okay.
But hey, Duck, you're in the cafe with a couple of car guys enjoying a good conversation. But the first thing's always got to be first. You got to make sure that you learn how to fly with the flock, my friend.
Yep.
So join with me real quick as we make sure to forgive, focus, and fly. Are you ready?
I
Here
think so.
we go. On 3, wipe off the weight of unforgiveness. Free your hands up to focus on where it is you plan to fly, and let's fly. 1, 2, 3. Forgive. Focus. Fly. There he goes.
With it.
Captain Excel.
Pleasure, guys. Thank y'all for having
Hey,
me.
no problem, man. We'll get up some more, man. We need to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're definitely a guy that I could definitely communicate with. So I appreciate you getting on here tonight, man. It was fun.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thanks for
I'm
coming.
going to tell you, the only thing about this costume, the only thing about the whole costume, I love it and everything, but my one toe stuck out. I don't know what happened. But
I know how that happens.
I
Cheers,
love it.
gentlemen.
Thank you very much. You have a good night. See you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Later.
I love you guys, man.
Love you,
All right,
brother.
bro. We love you too,
brother.
man. You have a good
Have a
night, my
great
friend.
night. Woo!
We did it live.